Hey guys, I'm back for some more Art of War 3. Okay, so we're gonna be playing a 2v2 on the map of Bottleneck. And we'll be playing in the center of the map, while our opponents will be split up on the bottom edges. Okay, so scouting with the red boost as usual. We did some pretty good container collection. Okay, so our opponents are Confederation players. So yeah, that's normal. Okay. So any attempts to scout the enemy base failed. And so yeah, we don't know anything that the opponents are planning to do or what they're going to build on their own base. And so I build a 4th and 5th supply center, an anti-air tower, and a power plant to get our economy up. And since we're both in the center, I'm hoping for my ally to cover me while I build up. And yeah, that sniper tower denied that scout, so that's pretty good and pretty useful. Okay, another scout attempt denied. Okay, so I go for HQ level 3, so I can get a couple more supply centers out and maybe a hawk. And in the meantime, I build a construction yard over here, so it'll be easier to expand my base. A 4th and 5th supply center built so I can maximize my resource production. And we can see my ally is going for a hawk, so I decide not to go for a hawk. Okay, so yeah, no navy from blue or green. Actually, yeah, he might have a chance of going full navy. We might have to look into that later. But as for now, it's just deltas. Okay, so I produce some riflemen in order to defend, just in case deltas come to attack me or to scout me. Okay, so another couple supply centers, and I go for HQ level 4, so I can mass produce aviation. And we can see blue is HQ level 3 with a vertex, probably going to be producing vertex, and my ally is actually producing hawks, so yeah, pretty good. And after that scout, we can see that he's upgrading his shipyard to level 2, so gotta be aware of that. Okay, 2 avia factories, and I say I'm gonna produce some bombers, since yeah, both of them are still HQ level 3, I think I'll take the advantage and produce bombers early on. And yeah, there are some infantry from blue patrolling the south area, so yeah, no ground army is gonna get past without being scouted. Okay, a failed attempt to destroy my partner's avia factory, and that's pretty good because blue just lost a vertex or 2, and yeah, the avia factory still lived, so yeah, good job for that. Okay, so I request a scout with his hawk, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do it, especially since he is producing bombers, and I think he wants to do a surprise attack. So I was like, okay, yeah. And now we can see that the airfield has taken damage, probably by a vertex, and no vertex in sight, so yeah. Okay, so 1 bomber out. I think he was actually planning to surprise attack after all, but I don't think 1 bomber can deal that much damage. Ooh, nice. That 1 bomber took down approximately 90% of the airfield's HP. So that's really good. Just another bomber, or maybe just even a hawk, and that airfield would have been destroyed. So, yeah, not to underestimate bombers, but bombers actually pack a real punch when used correctly and efficiently. And so I produced some more Vertex. Actually, no, not Vertex. I produced some more Albatross bombers. Okay, so my ally launches a small attack to see how much one bomber dealt against that a level 3 assault vehicle factory. And yeah, green seems like the better player, going for HQ level 4 already, with the Vertex, Zeus, and Vikings being pumped out. So yeah. Okay, a couple sniper towers out, just in case. You never know with these kinds of mass infantry spams or anything, so you have to be completely safe. Okay, so 2 bombers in, destroyed that one airfield. And just as that Albatross gets sniped down by the Vertex, we can see Blue starting to rebuild another airfield. Okay, so after that, we can actually see Blue is planning to launch an attack with his Zeus, and we can also see some of Green's troops. Okay, so I launch a small attack on Blue once again. I destroy his HQ and his airfield. So yeah, the Vertex have no choice but going outside of the map, and thus Blue lost all of his Vertex. But my mistake over there was that I did not bomb these troops with my Albatross. It would have been a pretty great bombing, actually. Okay, so my ally comes in and bombs that area where there are no troops. But I can't blame him, to be honest. He still took down one assault. So yeah. Okay, so more bombers being produced. I sent in 2 bombers. And nice, I targeted it perfectly. Nice, 1 Zeus and like 10 assaults dead, and the rest of the Zeus's armor is destroyed. Okay, so my sniper towers have no problem dealing with the infantry. The mines, the anti-infantry mines help out a lot. Okay, I send in my bombers. And nice. Although 1 Zeus was destroyed, I still weakened the armor of 3 Zeus. And any damage that I can get, it's always good. Okay, so my ally does the majority of the Zeus destroying, and yeah, that's pretty good. We defended the attack for now. Okay, so yeah, this all-rounder attack is completely destroyed, and I start rebuilding base defense back up. Okay, so yeah, our base is barely scratched, and we're still expanding, so yeah, we're doing pretty good. And just as that happens, this one Viking decides to come up and be a pretty big nerve. I got so nervous when that showed up. Yeah. I send in these 4 bombers because I thought they were regrouping their units over there. Turns out they weren't. But anyway, a couple Zeus isn't gonna mean that much harm. Alright, so my ally destroys that shipyard of greens, and I destroy a couple of buildings on blue. So, yeah. Dealing some damage with bombers, it's always good. Even if you don't destroy the building completely, they'll either have to repair it or replace it. It's It's just that simple. So any bombs exploding, causing damage, it's always good damage. Okay, so I actually ignore these Vikings. That's why I didn't put my Jaguars in siege mode, because my internet was kind of weird. And once my internet came back up, I lost that level 3 Avia factory, but I was able to move my Jaguar back to siege mode. And my ally came in with a bomber. Missed the target, but hey, at least give the credit for some help. And then I come in with 4 bombers. One of the bomber actually just flew right around and came back. That's actually a bug that has been happening for a long time, and actually appeared in one of my older videos. Yeah, it looks like the developers hadn't fixed that bug yet, but hey, at least it dealt the damage. Okay, so I move in my bombers, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, so 1 power plant destroyed, 1 supply center destroyed, but not that HQ. Kinda bummed about that, but as I said earlier, any damage is good damage. Okay, so I replaced that 1 level 3 Avia factory I destroyed. That was destroyed, so I can continue bomber production. Okay, so I send in my 4 bombers to once again attack that HQ of Blues, just in case he hadn't repaired it, and yeah, I was right, he didn't repair it, so that was a benefit for me. In comes the fighter jets from both players to snatch my level 3 Avia factory, and look at that shell from the torpedo platform. That anti-air shell looks nice. Okay, anyways, I lose that level 3 Avia factory, and as that happens, my partner destroys a bunch of buildings from green, so yeah, karma right there. Okay, so yeah, bombers are an easy target practice for Vertex, but I mean, he flew right into our base, so he's losing Vertex fast. And as that happens, I send in my bombers to attack green. So yeah, let's see this happen. Boom, okay. Nice. 1 Avia factory gone, 2 airfields gone. So no Vertex for green. Although green is trying to rebuild that shipyard. I think he's trying to rebuild his lost navy. But nah. I built some more anti-air, just in case. And as he finishes construction of the 2nd level of the shipyard, my partner comes in with the Albatross and wipes out that building up the surface of the Earth. No Confederation shipyards in this map. No. Well, anyways, I said I'm gonna attack the Green's HQ with my Albatross. And then I was like, oh no, look, there's a lot of units there. Okay, so as those bombs destroy the HQ and those few administration buildings, my partner is kind of struggling to hold off this army. And if this army starts destroying enough buildings, my partner might not be able to rebuild. And so I move my Jags from the south position of my base to help engage, while my partner actually produces some infantry Not a bad idea, especially since infantry is good when masked, and yeah, there are quite a lot of infantry right here. Okay, so my Jaguars are on the scene, and in no time the threat is gone. Okay, so in retaliation, my partner sends in these Albatross, taking down those few buildings. But yeah. Okay, so now I can see Green is trying to attack us with Zeus. Well, I mean, that's a good idea from Green. And my partner goes in with the Albatross. And Green was smart enough to move away just in time. Yeah, that was a smart move from Green. Sending in the Typhoons and moving away all his Zeus away from the bomb run that might have been expected. Okay, so since I was like kind of scared of Zeus attacking my flank, I just decided to unload my bombs on those assault vehicle factories. And yeah, since I lost one Albatross before it dropped the payload, I wasn't actually able to destroy all 3 assault vehicle factories, but I destroyed 2 and severely injured one of the other factories. So yeah, that was a good play. Okay, Green is attacking, but we're pretty well defended, to be honest. And whoa, look at yes. That's gotta be the most satisfying thing I have ever seen. Just like a bunch of minefields, Jaguars, Mammoths, and Albatross just fully engaging a bunch of Zeus. That is extremely satisfying and amazing to look at. Well, that's my opinion, but I just loved that scene. Okay, so there's a few straggling Zeus over here. Yeah, my Jaguars and my allies' Jaguars and Mammoth combo has no problem in taking that down. Okay, so my partner says he's gonna attack the HQ, and I decide to clear some anti-air, so his Albatross do not die on the way. Okay. So, anti-air destroyed. I'm hoping for my... Yeah, there they are. And nice. 4 Albatross is enough to take down a level 3 HQ. That's a pretty good amount. Okay, so on fly-through, my partner didn't lose any Albatross, which was my entire mission. Okay. So a couple administration buildings destroyed as well, along with those 2 Typhoons from earlier, and basically we just ransacked Green's base. Okay, so I said I'm going to attack this area because I actually created a small army consisting of a couple Jags and a handful of riflemen. Because since Green is completely crippled, I decided to attack them from the land. Okay, so from that attack, if you watch closely, you could see, yeah, you could still see it right there. Blue's troops are moving towards the north. And so I fear that Blue might launch a pretty strong attack against my ally up north. So I tell him to prepare, and hopefully he's preparing right now. Okay, so I launched that attack with my Jaguars and my riflemen. And so yeah, Green has no ground units to defend, and as this happens, Blue starts his attack with a pretty hefty amount of heavy assaults. Yeah. Nice. Okay, those two bombers actually dealt pretty good damage. And, yeah. You're not making through this kind of defense with 3, 4 heavy assaults. Okay, so as that small threat was vanquished, yeah, our base is really big. Okay, I sent in my Albatross bombers on a major bomb run onto blue. Let's see what happens. And in the meantime, I'm also just killing teams. Boom. That was a good bomb. Very satisfying. Okay, so at this point, green is no more. Yeah, we have destroyed one player successfully. And now it's time to destroy blue. And yeah. Boom. So at this point, it's good game. I mean, they could have played a lot better. They just needed a ton of typhoons. More typhoons equals less chance of albatross. So yeah, good game.